You note that this room, there is a curvature to it towards the southeast, that there's an irregular tunnel that kind of goes in that direction. Torben moves his way towards that tunnel, and as you get closer, the kind of darkness, you can see about 30 feet down into this tunnel, and you make out kind of at the other end of the tunnel an obelisk of all things down there. As you make your way down the tunnel and you come closer to that obelisk, standing into this kind of big how do you say that word? Cavernous room, and this odd kind of stone pillar. Once again, there's symbols all over this pillar, and oddly, the symbols are kind of faintly glowing glyphs. I think Leo was the last one to make the approach, or maybe it was Daviak. Along the southern wall, you also notice some graffiti. It just looks like something scribbled on the wall, and it reads, "The goblins fear the worm. Do not venture through the crypt to its lair. Its breath is death."
That's right.
Leo's going to do a knowledge religion check on the glyphs on the obelisk.
Great idea. Yeah, Leo.
He's really bad at religion.
Leo senses, guys. I've been practicing in the cathedral, but I really have no idea what this is. Ultimately, maybe a Arcana check in this circumstance might be the right play.
All right.
So I just had a plus 10.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll your 1d20?
17 plus 10.
27.
Oh man. Okay, so Vendi kind of does a lap all the way around, and again, this is a four-sided obelisk with like flat surfaces and these glyphs on each side. As Vendi does the tour around each side, he begins to identify that there's a symbol, a repeating symbol on each side, and he kind of points to that and identifies that symbol as the symbol for water.
On every single side?
On every single side. Again, many of the symbols are kind of faintly glowing, but that one in particular, Vendi calls out as a point of interest. Daviak, as you notice him doing that, and see that the cavern opens up significantly once you're beyond that, and maybe you begin to understand why that glyph is there. You sense that this cavern really opens up, and there's an actual body of water, and on the other side of that body of water, a little dry land, and you sense on that dry land on the far side some kind of objects laying kind of hidden from view, but maybe not as hidden from view as a trained thief would definitely notice.
Do we want to try splashing some water on the obelisk, the element style?
Totally the element style. Yeah, Torben's gonna pop the top of his water flask and pour a little bit out for the homies on the obelisk.
Okay, so water kind of courses down the obelisk. Nothing happens, but Torben, as you make your effort to pour out the water, your hand brushes against the glyph of water, and it changes from kind of a faintly glowing yellow to a blue glow on that one glyph that you accidentally touched.
Maybe we should touch all the sides.
One of us on each side?
That's an idea. Yeah, let's all flank the sides of this thing, and we'll all touch the
Yeah, we all lay hands on the glyphs.
Yeah.
Okay, all of the glyphs light up, but none of you notice anything in particular happen, or you don't sense any change to your person.
I'm going to find a dry section of the glyph and I try to scale it. I get a 17 climb.
Okay. Daviak climbs to the top, is able to kind of almost touch the 25-foot ceiling up above him, but nothing of interest really up there.
While I'm up there, I look out to the east and northeast. Can I view any more out in that direction?
Yeah, you can. What you see ultimately, if I can draw this the right way, is from your vantage point, you see basically the exit, which, as you've kind of kept track of with just your dungeoneering knowledge, you kind of get a sense like, okay, that might be a path that might take us back to the...
So obviously, if you get across this body of water, I'm a little nervous.
Well, the Hall of the Goblins right up here on the north. But if we want whatever's on that, we can continue around the top edge of this body of water, see what curls around to the right side.
That's true. Can I do a perception check? Just kind of if I go up toward the water's edge and just look at the water and see if it has an odor or if it has a strange look to it.
Yeah, bottle cap. I love that. That's great. The first thing you notice is that near to the shore that you are on, the water is about no deeper than 5 feet. You could probably wade out there, but then it gets significantly deeper almost immediately. It goes probably what you guess is about 20 feet deep. It's very dark blue. Your perception, you get a sense for on the far side, you kind of catch the faint glittering of some object on that side. It
On the island over here?
Yeah,
over here?
exactly, right there. How are you doing that circle thing? Are you just holding something down?
I'm just holding down my mouse. I'm just clicking and holding down.
Oh, there we go. Love that. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks. Yeah. So, Torben, you see this faintly glittering object, and yeah, it definitely draws your attention.
Do
idea.
we notice any kind of heavy current or anything running through there?
No, the
Like,
water.
is the water quickly moving, or does it seem still?
It seems very still. This seems like water that has been here at least since the last set of storms came through Sandpoint. Probably seeps in through the limestone rock and fills this pool. You don't get a sense that there's any real. This is not a difficult body of water to swim through, even for somebody that's armored.
I have a 5 in swimming. Yeah, strength is a skill modifier.
Or
It's under skills at the very bottom.
swim is 7. Plus 7, sorry.
Yeah, so you have the best swim then.
So, should we kind of walk around the water's edge, and if there's nothing to the right, then maybe I'll try swimming across?
Yeah, we can do that.
Alright, let's start the water's edge, making a note not to disturb the water.
But before we start on the edge, since you're leading the way, then he's going to pass you the ruby as you lead the way.
Alright, I'll take it. Thanks, Benny.
So Torben's leading the way around the edge, holding the ruby,
Okay.
sword drawn.
Thank you.
Vendi, if we're going to continue with Dave Bonnell's idea that his old adventurer, he kind of thinks, this is probably some old adventurer probably used this as kind of a stash for their, like a vault for their things here. What a genius place to hide something, because goblins wouldn't swim through this. So you get this kind of sense. If you guys want to make a swim check to get to the other side, I'll need you to roll. But tell me what you guys are thinking now that you're on the north end of this water.
Should we keep curling around?
Well, yeah, I think the idea we wanted to just kind of.
Or from where we're at right now, can we see further around the shore now?
Or does the cave end right here?
Right now we only see 3 blocks right of the hallway.
Let me free that up. I think what you're asking is to reveal this area.
The east side of it.
Well, we want to reveal like where I'm clicking. Like, does it? If I wanted to walk.
Yeah, just anywhere over here we can't see right now.
Oh, apologies. Yeah, there is a stone. I mean, just that there's a wall that's kind of keeping everything in on that side. That is not fog of war. That's just where the map ends.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I've got the best swim check. So I'm gonna swim over to that island.
Okay. Why don't you roll your swim check for me?
2.
2 plus 7.
7. I got a 9.
Okay, so it says you've got to make a DC 10 swim skill check. If you fail, it doesn't mean, it just means you don't move through the water at all. So go back. You kind of wade out there. Maybe the cold water tickles your nuts or something, and you decide to.
Daviak's gonna try to swim across as well.
Okay. Let's get a roll for Daviak.
16.
Perfect. Daviak, you can swim.
You're swimming fast. Daviak is just doing laps.
You can move. I think it's half your speed. I'm trying to read real quick here.
Oh yeah, let me see if it shows that on my core page. Yeah, it just shows a 0 for all my.
Characters can
Speeds.
swim half their normal speed as a move action by making.
So I can swim 15 then because
Yep.
I can move 30.
Yep.
So these are 5 apiece. So I could get out to there basically.
Is that where you launched from? I guess
That would be the closest. Or actually, if I launched from here, right in that corner, I could go 1, 2, 3. I mean, it'd still be just short,
Yeah.
but at least I'd be right by the shore.
Okay. Torben, I assume Leo and Venetius are going to hang back.
Yeah, I know Leo doesn't have swimming. He's got a 1.
Then you can still pass a swim check. Just
Yeah,
doesn't have.
Let me check what Vendy's got. Vendy's got a 2.
Yeah, then you'll go out there with him. 4.
So a 6 for Vendy.
6.
I thought these were lucky dice.
Leo's going to take a dip as well. 4.
We're not good swimmers.
So Daviak's treading water out in the middle while everybody struggles in the shallows.
Sorry, what did Daviak roll in the second time around?
Oh, he hasn't rolled the second time yet.
Okay. So did Leo go in or not?
He rolled a 4.
Nah.
So he's in the shallows with everyone else.
Okay. Let's put him in the shadows. Let's put these guys in the shallows. Apparently the water's just a little bit too cold for everybody's testicles. And let's try it again. Torben, you were the first to roll. Let's do your next swim check.
Plus 7.
Oh, here we go. 20. Natural 20.
27.
27.
Okay. Move yourself, your speed, half your speed.
So.
Your speed's on your character sheet, the core page. Let's go down a little bit. A little more. There you go.
Okay. 20.
So 4. So you can only move 2 spaces then.
Okay. Daviak, roll it up.
Okay. Back to my skill sheet.
What does it mean it says base is 20 but speed is 15?
I don't know.
Okay, well. Alright, get there, Dog.
23.
All right. Daviak, as your feet touch the the surface of the dry land on the other side, a creature from the deep suddenly comes racing out of the water. Territorial, snapping. It's got the claws of a crab, the demeanor of a pit bull, and it is on dry land and is facing you directly. It is not a happy camper and is not super excited that you are on its turf. We're going to need to roll for initiative.
So is it just me and the pit bull crab rolling?
Everybody needs to roll for initiative. The rest of the team will either have to go back onto...
Oh, right, because they can either do ranged or try to swim over or whatever.
Sorry, 1 sec.
I got a natural one.
Strong.
Let's see here. Leo, coming up big.
Shuffle, yeah. Leo's still in the showers. He could conceivably fire like his sling at that thing. He's only what?
Venti, even bigger. He can toss his quarterstaff or shoot some magic missiles.
Yeah.
All right, setting that up, descending. All right, so Vendi is in basically 5 feet of water, so it comes up to his chin. So he'll need to either swim across. This goes for everybody. We'll either need to swim across to participate in combat or get back on the dry land right next to them. Scott, what's Vendi going to do?
So if I were to move, how far can Vendi move?
It's an unencumbered human, so that's 30 feet divided by 2 is 15.
He could get here. Is that right?
I think that means that he definitely could get here. So that's 5. 15 would be like here. He could get here.
So from there, and then from there it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5. That's like 25 feet away from the...
Could he stand on this tiny little block of land in there and not be in the water?
I'll allow it.
So that's probably the best spot to move.
Okay, so he's gonna jump back on the land and move. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Does that count because he moved 15 feet? Can I do anything else? Not sure.
We'll count that as a move action. Now he's got, I believe you can do a move and a standard action in the same turn, since it is not a surprise round.
So he's got magic missiles, which are 1d4 plus 1, or he can throw his staff, which is 1d6 plus 1.
And how far can he throw the staff?
30 feet. So
This is about 25 feet away, so he could...
Yeah, so he could throw the staff hand of the apprentice.
Alright.
And that's a 1d20 plus 3 to hit.
1d20 plus 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna do...
Oh, there you go, look at that.
Oh, that's nice.
20
Oh, it
feet.
measures it out. That's awesome. I'm gonna do with my little dice. Oh, there it is. Alright, here comes the roll for hit. 8. So
8
it's
plus 3, 11.
11 to hit.
11 to hit.
This was the hand of the apprentice.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this Vendi tosses his staff. This is the first
He
time
uses
he
the
moves
power of
surface.
his mind, according to the
Yeah.
text.
You see this face of concentration. He chucks his staff. It goes skimming across the water and narrowly misses the reef claw.
What's this thing called? A reef claw?
Yeah, it's called a reef claw. Reef claw sees this coming and has missed it. The staff returns to Venetius in the same moment. Reef claw's turn. the Reef Claw, really his only option, his whole focus is on Daviok, and so he's going to roll to hit here. So let me get my dice out, and D20. That's a 17 to hit.
I got a 16 AC.
Wait a second. What bonus did you take from the well?
Attack bonus.
Attack bonus. Okay. So you're going to take some damage here from the claw of the Reef Claw. He does 1d4. So you take 2 plus 2 damage there, buddy. So you take a total of 4 damage. And
What was the plus 2 for?
it's a 1d4 plus 2. No, I take that back. It's just 1d4. Sorry. And it says it grabs. Whenever a Reef Claw hits an enemy with its claw attack, it grabs that enemy until its next turn. The grabbed creature cannot move from its current square and can't break free while the Reef Claw is grabbing it.
Can I attack, or is it just
You can
move
attack.
that's disabled, or attack? So Leo's up.
Leo's turn, yes.
Let's see.
Oh, but you're in 5 feet of water. You go back up one.
So I'm just checking out his spells.
While he's looking at that, Loves, do you know if I wanted to move diagonally, is that, that's just 5 feet?
So diagonal, the first time you do it, it's 5. The second time is 10. Third time is 5. Fourth time is 10. So it basically alternates.
Yeah, Torben, you were entry point in the water here.
Yeah, and then it'd be 20 and then 30.
Yep.
So let's see, Leo's here. We can try shooting his sling if we want.
Sure.
It's got a -1 to attack bonus, so it'd actually be 1d20 -1.
Minus
He
another
took
4.
the AC.
Don't
What's
forget
that?
that
He
you're
took
in...
the AC buff.
No, his weapon itself has a -1 attack bonus.
He didn't take the attack bonus.
Oh yeah, he took the AC buff.
Alright.
So
Yeah,
he'd be
try
a
to
1d20 -1. Okay, so
Leo, use your sling.
so he's gonna shoot off one of his 10 ammo on the
Real
sling.
quick, don't forget, you're in melee range, so that's another -4 for the sling.
Oh. So is that
So even if I'm not within the line of sight, it's still -4.
Yeah, it's just like there's a scrum going on, and trying to pick out the right target, and that confers a negative.
So it'll be 1d20 -5,
Yeah.
why was it minus?
because -4 plus the -1 inherent to the weapon.
Oh, yeah, -1.
Yeah, the sling is -1.
That's right.
So he's yeah,
Maybe a high roll. This dude probably has like a
17. So 17 -4, 13.
what's -4 minus what?
Well, the -1's baked into that because I used his.
Oh, right.
So 13 versus a AC.
Leo loads a stone into a sling, starts flicking it around his head, fires it off. It ricochets off at just the wrong angle against the Reef Claw's carapace, and does not do any damage. Torben, treading water, sees
You
all
wanna
this
swim
happening.
over?
Yeah, I gotta go over there. So I'll just do my swim check, right? Plus 7.
Yep.
Is that plus 7? 22.
22 for his swim.
Great. That's going to be your movement. Remember, you can do a double move. It will consume your turn, but you would be able to cover more ground. So you could move 30.
So if I just want to get on land,
So if you want to get on land,
because I can only move with like one move action. I can only move.
so once again, if you move 10, would he be standing on the tiny little bit of land right there?
No.
Okay.
So I have to move here.
Yeah, so you're going to have to move it. You could probably move 15 here, but that's still going to eat up your move either way, so yeah.
I'll just move right here. Whoops. Sorry.
So that'll be your entire turn?
Yeah, I'm swimming across, trying to get to Daviak.
Okay.
Oh wait, yeah. Okay.
Double moves into it. That's going to provoke an attack of opportunity from
Ooh,
our
shit.
friend the Reef Claw. So he's going to roll with his other claw.
Oof.
Natural 20.
Oh man. Yeah, I think I have a 19 AC. That hits.
Natural 20 would hit no matter what. So he is going to do... I'm going to roll again to see if we confirm that. A
Is he gonna
19.
crit me?
You just got critted, my friend.
Oh shit.
Reef Claw.
Reef Claw rolls a 1d4. You take 2 points of damage.
Not bad. I'll take it.
No, so for the crit, you actually roll 2 dice, not times 2.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, the crit is how many dice you roll.
Okay, here comes the second d4 then. You take 4 points of damage and give your friend Dave Cossack a high five for reminding me.
Just trying to make sure we're learning the correct way here.
So wait, so what was the total damage?
So 4 damage total.
I'm hurt.
Now the Reef Claw has got you both pinched. One in one claw, one in the other.
One quick question. The ruby, was that just for like magic and fire and stuff, or would that be against these type of attacks as
It
well?
was like acid, fire, cold, or
That's exactly
The-
right. It was against
okay.
like
This is
elemental type
melee.
damage. Acid,
Physical
fire,
damage.
electricity.
Yeah.
This is pure pinching claw damage.
Okay.
So Torben bravely enters the fight and, as a reward, provokes an attack of opportunity from the open claw of the Reef Claw. Daviak, who's sopping wet, triggered this whole thing. It's his turn.
So we're both held in the claws right now?
Yes.
Okay, so I guess attack's all I can do, so I'll attack with my rapier.
Hit this shit.
25. That's a crit. Crit confirm 18.
Oh yeah.
That's a
So
crit. You do 8 points of damage. So he's got you in his claw. You stab. I don't know what you do with a rapier. I don't know if you slash or if you pierce, but whatever. You find a chink in the armor for this Reef Claw, and you jam it in there. You've done significant damage here.
Yeah, Daviak.
All right, Venetius on the far coast there.
Magic missile.
Magic missile, or he can toss. He has 7 charges of the staff.
Yeah,
And that's the more
let's toss that
damage?
shot again. Yep.
He's
So
got,
it's 1d20
he's got the wand
plus
with
3.
the magic missiles, and he's got the
He's gonna toss his staff again for the second time.
okay.
Tossing the staff. Here we go.
Hand of the
Oh my god, 2.
5.
Come on, Venetius. Jesus.
That's great.
Sorry.
The staff just kind of drags through the water as it's moving towards the Reef Claw.
Yeah, the staff nearly takes off Torben and Daviak's heads, narrowly missing them. Comes back to his hand. You can see Vendi is all of a sudden reconsidering his cocky stance that he usually takes.
Leo chuckles at Venti from behind him.
The Reef Claw, first attack will attack at Daviak, and
Does it get multiple attacks?
yeah, with 1 claw each. Only rolls a 6. I presume that's a miss for Daviak.
Yeah, I got a 16 AC.
More concerningly, with the second claw, attacks our friend Torben.
And a 3.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's actually
Nice.
a critical fumble.
fumble.
So if we played fumbles, I don't really know what the rules are for that, but in this
Well, he's
case,
not a named character, right?
it's a pure miss. So
Yeah, just a total mess.
the Reef Claw does you guys a favor. You're both
So I'm not familiar with fumbles. What happens with those?
on the podcast. What the guys do is they have this deck of cards that sometimes when you fumble, dramatic things can happen. Whether a weapon breaks, or you swing so hard you nearly cut your own head off, or
They're all like crazy, and like same with the crit cards, like
Right.
they do crazy stuff. And the fumble cards also have like big patches.
Right. Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna plunk down some cash and get us some crit cards and some fumble cards. That'll make it more
They're
fun.
fun.
Okay.
Guys are both released from the grip of the claws. It tried to snap at you guys again, so you have freedom of movement again. Leo is up on the far side.
What is Leo's range for that healing?
I'm checking him right now.
Like,
Channel energy has a 30-foot radius. How do you?
you gotta get that
Oh.
arrow. I'm at 25 feet away. We're both.
Yeah, we're both within radius. So
Channel.
Leo is going to do his second channel energy of the day. Lubs.
Yeah.
So it's a 1d6.
Yep.
You want to roll that up?
Is there any plus to that? Is there any like extra like a wisdom?
It's
bonus?
so it's a 30-foot radius, and he heals living creatures for 1d6.
Oh,
6.
That's
Beautiful. That's the way to go, Leo.
Leo continues to laugh at Bendy.
Leo. You're filled up right now. Yeah. I help.
Leo looks at Bendy and says, "Who's the strong one now?"
0-0.
Torben, you're up.
More like 0-0. Alright, Torben's got his shield going, he's got his sword out, he's pissed. He's taking a swing. One sec. Well, I guess I'll just roll for the hit. 17, and then once I have a 3, one sec.
That's a hit.
Okay, you're right to hit.
Okay. And, I'll actually put this button. Long sword, taking a swing.
So you did 9 damage.
9 damage.
Dead.
Oh yeah.
How would you like the killing blow?
Give me the
Another killing blow.
give me the visual.
So Torben, seeing Daviak find that chink in the armor, when Daviak pulled his blade out, it just opened up this gash, and Torben just reared back and got his blade right in there and, speared right through her.
Blood splatter.
Dead.
That's a nice splatter.
Excellent. Okay, the threat of the Reef Claw is relieved. So
On the corpse, we'll search the corpse.
nothing
For-
nothing on the corpse. This is just kind of some kind of wild beast that had somehow stumbled into this cave years and years ago and had, similar to the spider, had made a living pulling the occasional careless goblin in to keep itself fed.
Okay.
And
Both of us are going to do perception checks on the treasure or whatever it is over here.
yeah, no need to do a perception check. It's not even really hidden very well. Among 175 gold pieces, you find 2 vials with potions inside. And Torben, your eyes immediately go to a long sword that along its hilt, it has the at the bottom of the hilt, it has the head of a dragon, and
Dragon sword.
the dragon itself is has its mouth open with it's a golden hilt. So its tongue is kind of hanging out to the side. It looks like It's meant to represent the death of a dragon.
Dragon Bane.
Do we have any stats on that dragon sword?
If you got over by your casters, they might be able to do some detect magic work on there.
Okay.
Was there anything else of note except the sword and the 2 vials and the bowl?
No, that was the haul.
Okay, so we'll grab it all up. Do we need to roll swim checks or just
No,
sign
we'll
on
pass
that?
on the swim checks. In theory, you guys could die, drown, but I'm not going to worry about that. Vendi casts a detect magic on there, and there's a potion of invisibility and a potion of levitate. And he doesn't quite. Well, no, that's not true. He's puzzled at first. He says, "This is a magical longsword," and you recognize as he kind of starts explaining it to you. You've heard before of these swords. Against normal foes, it's a +1 longsword, except for against its favored foe, it is a +3 longsword. Its favored foe, you might be able to guess based on its hilt, is a dragon.
So it's a +1, +3 to dragons, and then what is the damage on it?
Against a normal foe, it gets +1 to attack and +1 to damage. It's a normal longsword, so I believe that's a 1d8.
1d8 +1.
1D is also +1 for the attack roll.
Yeah.
And then 1.
And then is it 1d8 +3 for the dragon, or still 1d8 +1?
It's 1d8 +3 for the attack roll against the dragon, but the damage is a different roll. It's a 2d6 damage against dragons.
2d6.
+3.
2d6 +3. Wow. So you are going to be leading the charge against Black Fang. So
I'm dubbing this sword Dragon's Bane.
Dragon's Bane.
Ironically, that's exactly what's written in my book. Coincidentally, I should say.
Should we head back up towards Fatmouth?
Yeah, let's go. So, touch this that out.
You guys are really clearing this thing out. I like it.